Oh my god, do I have a video for you guys. I honestly, this anime is the bane of my existence. This anime awoken something in me that I don't think will ever go away. It has broken something in me that I don't think will ever be fixed, ever. So, when I first watched Future Diary, it had just recently came out and just the craze that everyone was going into. And then everyone was talking about how the fight scenes were good, the animation was amazing, and how Yuno was best girl or whatever. And honestly, I have never been so enraged by an anime. No, this is the first anime I've ever been like so pissed at. I have never been so pissed at an anime before. And I'm gonna give you a few examples why. Maybe you guys will agree, maybe you guys will disagree. Leave, a comment down below on how you feel about my points. But let me get into it. So the story is about, oh god, it's like, now that I think about it, it's so fucking complicated. Jesus. Okay, so what it's about how God makes a competition. God, it's so stupid now that I think about it. Jeez. Okay, so God makes a competition because he's dying and he needs someone to replace him. So he makes a competition with 13 individuals, and he makes it based off of stupid diaries that, like, stupid phone diaries that they have. And I guess it's a thing in Japan, but if you just think about it, it's like, what? You're making a competition based on people's diaries? What? And then whatever. So every person involved has some kind of diary or whatever, and and God, or Dios, it was me, Dio. Sorry. Dios, was it enchants the phones or diaries or whatever, to have special abilities to give them a leg up in the competition. Now, what's interesting about it is because the main character actually talks to Dios, and he doesn't even know he's talking to God until God ropes him into the competition. Yeah, even Yuno, his what do you call her? She's a classmate from his school. And so the main character, Yuki, God, I hate myself. Yuki has what they call the future diary. In his phone, he makes a diary of everything he does every single day. Like, every minute is recorded, every small event is recorded. And so for his leg up in the competition, he gets the diary that updates on any event that happens in the future, like a day from now, I think. So he has the future diary. Since she's involved in the competition, she has a diary constantly marking everything that Yuki does, and she marks down every minute that Yuki does something. So she has a Yuki diary. Oh my god. Because she's a stalker. Did I not mention that? She's a stalker. Not only is she a stalker, she's a psychopath. She's a fucking yandere. She's someone who's so in love with the person her love interest. She's so in love with them that she will literally kill anyone just to have him all to herself, because that's so attractive. Don't get me wrong, I do think yanderes can be hot. Would I want one in real life? Hell no. I actually do like my friends and family. Anyways, so it kicks off this whole event where it's a battle royale. Everyone's killing each other just to be the last one standing. And it's so good. It's so annoying how good it is. It's so fucking annoying. So I'll get into my points later, but I want to emphasize how good this anime is. It's so good at the drama building, at the backstories. I love the side characters. There were certain side characters I loved. The superhero, the blind superhero dude, I love that guy. He was my favorite. And then, spoilers, yeah, he was my favorite, and then he died, and I was sad. And then the two couples where they were like orphans, and then they were in love with each other, and then they were like, we'll be with each other till the end, and it was so cute, and then they fucking died. Everyone I love dies in this anime. And then the people I hate survive it to the end. This anime isn't fair. Oh my god. Oh jeez, this anime, it ruined me. It ruined me. Oh Jesus. I loved the animation, I loved the drama, I loved the story, I loved the side characters. I grew to hate the main characters. I grew to hate Yuno and I grew to hate Yuki. Actually, I found Yuno annoying and Yuki kind of okay. But one scene had me one scene had me rooting for Yuki, and then a couple scenes later I wanted him to not be alive anymore. You know how Yuno is like so crazy, right? There was a stupid plot point in the show where I'm sure it happened in the manga, but I don't know, it's just kind of stupid. So the mom found out about the dad having like a ton of debt or something. Like Yuki's mom found out something about the dad, and the dad was so overcome with emotion. I don't know. He killed his mom. Yuki's dad killed Yuki's mom. And it was so random, and I don't know, it's just so random. It was so weird, and I was like, okay, that happened. And then Yuki finds out that his mom died, and he's overcome with grief. Was it this time that Yuki kidnapped him? I don't know. Like, he finds out that Yuki finds out that his mom died, and that someone killed her. And Yuno's like, oh, don't worry, Yuki, I'll be with you forever, or some shit. And I don't know if this was the time where she kidnapped him, but there was at some point a time where she kidnapped Yuki. Oh, right. The dad killed the mom, and I think he fucked off somewhere. Like, he ran away. I think Yuno kidnapped Yuki, and she's like, I'll take care of you, Yuki. And then she, like, hand feeds him shit. And literally, he's so catatonic that it was very hard to watch, to be honest. She had him tied down to a chair and made him wear a diaper and was hand feeding him, and he was so overcome with grief that he was so depressed that he was highly malnourished, and he refused to eat anything, and it was really hard to see. It was really hard to watch. And then the moment, guys, the scene where the friends he made at school, because at first, when the anime first started, I don't think he had a lot of friends, but during the anime he gained friends from his school, and they came to rescue him from Yuki. They came to rescue him from Yuno. I knew I was gonna get their names mixed up. Yuno and Yuki, like, seriously, who came up with that? Anyways, okay, so I think one of the friends was like a prodigy detective dude, and he was like, I know where Yuki is. I know where Yuno took him. And so they find out she has him in this warehouse, and she like booby trapped the whole place. So they literally risked their lives. They risked their lives to save Yuki from Yuno. And right when literally a guy took a freaking arrow into the knee. He took an arrow into the leg for this dude, and he literally could have died. Like, seriously, these are like, what, 15-year-olds? God, like, they went into a death trap to freaking find and rescue their friends. They're like 15, 16. They're like young kids. They shouldn't be experiencing this. And then they finally get to Yuki, and they get him out, and Yuki's like, no. Oh, sorry. Yuno's like, no, Yuki, come back. And then, dude, the one thing, the scene I love from this anime was when Yuki turned to look over his shoulder at Yuno and just gave her the darkest, blankest glare, lifeless glare I have ever seen. And that shut her up. That was an intense scene, and I was there for it, and I got chills. I was like, damn, I was floored. That's how good the scene was. I was floored. And then they just left. And I was like, yeah, bitch, that's what you get. That's what you get. At that point, I was like done with Yuki. So I was like, yeah, fuck you, Yuki. And then the massive fight scene happens where the bridge scene. Everyone knows about the bridge scene. So after his friends rescue Yuki from Yuno, Yuno who kept him imprisoned, strapped to a chair, in a diaper for weeks on end, and he literally wanted to die, and they rescued him from it, literally risked their lives to rescue him from that. Yuno tells Yuki that if you become God, Yuki, you can resurrect your mother. And for some reason, Yuki believes her. Like, why would you believe her? Like, what? And then his friends who risked their lives to save Yuki, to rescue him from Yuno, they tried to stop him. They're like, no, Yuki, don't do it. Don't listen to her. Literally, they got as far as to almost say, like, as don't listen to her, she's lying to you. And then this freaking asshole kills his friends. He kills them. And then he's like, don't worry, I'll resurrect you. Are you serious? Are you insane? Are you fucking serious? Are you so This is why I got flames as the background. This is infuriating. So you are believing this crazy bitch who kept you hostage 4 weeks over your best friends who actually care about you. Are you demented? Are you you're an idiot. You're an idiot. Like, I was so mad. And he just started slaying them all. He had like 5 friends. He started nerking them one by one. And it was hard to see. And he's like, don't worry, I'll just resurrect you. And then, I'm not gonna lie, this is my favorite scene. I was like thinking it, but then it actually happened. I was like, oh my god, I'm sorry. I apologize for being a pervert, but this is who I am. So it got to the scene where the young prodigy detective dude was like literally the last friend standing, because fucking Yuki nerked all of his friends. And so the detective dude was like, she's lying to you. Like, the moment you become God, you will not be able to resurrect anybody. Like, it is against the rules for God to resurrect the dead. Yeah, they kiss on the bridge, and it was Yuki's first kiss. Fuck you, Yuno. But yeah, I can't remember. I think he told him the truth, and then Yuki was shocked, and then during that shocked state, the detective dude kissed him, and I was like, oh my god. And then Yuno fucking slit the dude's throat, I think she slit his throat. Did she shoot him? I don't know. And she ended up killing him, and I was like, you fucking bitch. And I don't know what happened after that, because honestly, I really was so pissed off. I think they existed in humanity before the world ended, and I think like it was just the 2 of them left in the competition because they fucking killed everyone else. And after he killed all of his friends, and after he learned the truth, like, I was so fucking done with them. I was done with Yuki. I was done with Yuno. I wanted them both to die. I wanted both of them to die. Like, they sucked so hard. They sucked so badly. I wanted them both to not be alive anymore. Yeah, honestly, when it ended, it was like, Yuki, you have to kill me because I want you to become God. And then I don't know if she killed herself, and I was like, fine, good riddance, Jesus Christ. And then it was just Yuki left, and then he just let the world crumble and be destroyed, and he was like, I don't even want to make a new world if you guys aren't in it. Or, I'm sorry, he didn't even care about anyone else. He only cared about fucking Yuno. And so he was like, I can't live on without Yuno. And I was like, you know what? Fucking live in your misery. I don't give a fuck anymore. I hope you fucking die alone in that stupid void of a universe. And I was just done with the anime at that point, because I was like, honestly, when he killed everybody and it was just the 2 of them, I was like, I was already done. I was done. But I had invested so much time into this anime, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I might as well learn how it ends. And it ends in a stupid way, and I was like, goddamn, good riddance to all of you. You guys fucking suck. And I don't know if this happened in the manga. I knew it was based off a manga. I don't know how the manga ended, but people said it pretty much ended the same way. If it didn't, Please correct me in the comments, because honestly, I did not enjoy the ending to the anime. I hated every ounce of it when it was just Yuno and Yuki. I wanted them both to die. But if the ending was different, please let me know. Please let me know that there was a different ending. So I was so done with the anime that this next scene legit pissed me off. I was so fucking pissed. So what happened was that Yuki became a depressed god and sat in his own little void of darkness in another universe. And then it also hinted at that, like, there was multiple universes, and that Yuno was from a different universe but then came over to that universe with that Yuki. I don't know, it's very confusing. There are multiple universes, and what pissed me off was that once Yuki was in his little darkness, it cut to another scene where in another universe everyone's still alive, everyone's generally happy, everyone's living their life. The eye patch lady, she was also my favorite with the detective. He was an agent, dude. Like, the detective dude, I was simping for them so hard. I was shipping them. I was like, yes, please get together. They got married and had kids. I was like, oh my god. That was the only thing I enjoyed from it, but I hated it because it showed that everything we watched, everything we went through was for nothing. Like, everything that happened was for nothing. Because in another universe, everyone's happy and go lucky, yay. So we went through all that trauma for no reason, yay. That's how it made me feel. I had experienced that trauma for no reason. I had experienced such rage for no reason. Literally, Yuno and Yuki didn't even know in that universe, Yuno and Yuki are like, they're distant from each other. I don't even know if they even like know they exist in that universe. And it legit pissed me off. I was like, it felt like a huge middle finger to my face. It's like, after that whole experience, what was the point of me watching that then? What was the point? What was the point to any of that story, actually? Because it ended on a stupid note. What was the point? What am I supposed to take away from that? Everyone took away Yandere is best girl. That's what everyone else took away. All I took away was that the anime had a sucky ending. Like, it fucking sucked. It was stupid. The main character was a pretty smart kid, but plot had to happen, so they made him a stupid idiot who's like, I felt like a switch was and he just suddenly he wasn't in love with Yuki. Yuki wasn't in love with Yuno, but then suddenly he was, and then it's like, what? Like, it was just random. It was random. It was so random. It didn't make sense, dude. Like, not the way... It didn't make sense in the way that the anime was setting things up. It was just annoying. And Yuki, honestly, up until he started slaughtering his friends, was a decently smart kid. And it just felt stupid that he just forgot to be smart because of plot, and it was stupid. It was stupid. Future Diary is the bane of my existence. I've never felt such a waste of time than with that anime. Like, literally, no anime before I watched Future Diary made me feel I had invested too much time into it for nothing. Would I recommend people to watch it? Yes, I actually do recommend people to watch it. It was a really good anime up until a certain point. I feel like people should experience it. I feel bad if they feel the same way as me, that it was just a huge waste of time, but I do feel like it's a learning experience to watch, because it did have good animation. It did have good story. I just didn't like the direction that the story took. And that's honestly all I have to say about it. It literally broke me, and it broke me to the point where I was like, I'm not going to watch anything if it's going to waste my time. If I do not find it interesting, I'm not going to watch it. I may come back to it if people insist that it's good. I'd rather watch reviews, because I don't want to waste my time like I did watching Future Diary. And yeah, it really changed my life, I'm not going to lie. In the worst way possible. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that. If you guys like this content, like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to go read some yaoi, because yaoi makes me happy. And honestly, talking about Future Diary just infuriates me. So I'm gonna read stuff that brings me joy. I'm gonna go read some yaoi. I hope you guys have a good night, and bye bye.